Greetings everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is Professor Panos Hazandreas, and this is a presentation on African psychology. In the last episodes, we had talked about some of the basic principles of African psychology: interconnectedness, balance, harmony, and affective epistemology. I had also given you an assignment to define the fifth pillar, which is authenticity. I got few calls, not very many, but I got few calls, and I had some very interesting conversations with young men and women from around this country. I appreciate that. Today, we're going to explore authenticity. What is authenticity? Authenticity means to be real. Authenticity means to be yourself. Authenticity means not to try to be somebody that you're not. In Amharic, ሆኖ መገኘት መስሎ ከመገኘት ይሻላል። መሆን ማለት ነው. Authenticity means to be who you are. Now, when you're yourself, when you're being yourself, it's very likely that you will stand out. But it's okay to stand out. When you stand out, it means you haven't put on a mask to hide your true self, who you really are. There's no mask. There's no hiding. You're willing and able to be seen for who you truly are. Authenticity, being real, being yourself, being okay with this idea of standing out, not wanting to wear a mask, to hide who you are, to hide how you feel. In order for this to happen, there is a concept called transcendence that needs to take place. You need to transcend. But transcend what, you may ask? You need to transcend the script that was written for you. Well, if you're a girl, or because you're a girl, you have to be A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. Because you're a boy, you have to be A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. Different scripts that society, your parents, your friends, and others write for you, thinking that you have to prescribe to this script and live your life the way they think you should live your life. That's what you need to transcend. You need to transcend scripts that were written for you by your parents, by your society, by your community, etc. Now, this is not to say that every script that's written for you is necessarily bad. And this is not to suggest that every script you transcend will lead to a positive thing. This is simply to suggest that there needs to be a balance between societal, family, and other norms and your capacity and ability to be yourself. So you have to transcend these norms and boundaries if they do not allow you to truly be fully expressed. If they become an obstacle for your true expression, you have to transcend those. If they compromise your mental health, you have to transcend those. So that's the transcendence concept that we're talking about. We know that all paths up are different. By up, we mean good mental health, success, etc. These paths are all different because each one of us is different. Each one of us has his or her own unique talents, predispositions, tendencies, etc. You know, at Labawi, when we say የሰው ልጅ ክቡር ነው, human life is sacred, is because every life is purposeful. No life is given without a purpose. All life has meaning, purpose, and direction. If you weren't needed in this world, you wouldn't be created to begin with. If you weren't necessary for this world, you wouldn't be created to begin with. So your unique perspective, your unique possibility, your unique potential, your unique talent is needed in this world. And you will go up if you express that fully. If you search for it, find it, and live by it as the guiding principle of your life. What's your life meaning? What's your life purpose? Now, we also know that all paths down are the same, and that is inauthenticity. if you're not yourself, if you're not fully expressed, if you're pretending to be something that you're not, there will be a void that you will not be able to fill. A void within yourself, a gap, an unmet need, an unfinished business within that will not allow you to rest, to be comfortable in your own step-by-step rhythm. And that will pull you down in life, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, etc. So that's the concept of authenticity. Now, in this authenticity endeavor, if you will, fear may arise within you. That's natural. Fear of being rejected, fear of being unwanted, fear of being misunderstood may arise within you. Actually, if you look at it closely, those individuals that dare to be very authentic oftentimes are misunderstood, unwanted, and rejected. So that comes with it. So it's a package deal. You become authentic yourself, you deal with possible fear of rejection and actual being rejected, possible being unwanted and actually being unwanted, the possibility of being misunderstood and actually being misunderstood. You deal with these difficult circumstances, and because you're authentic, because you're yourself, in due time, you will go up. You will find that rhythm, that thin line that you thread in your life journey that gives you a sense of holistic sense of being fully human, being fully expressed. Now, a lot of times you might be judged, misjudged, misunderstood. It was the great scientist Albert Einstein who said, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. You might be judged for your ability to climb a tree when you're a fish, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. And you might feel that you're stupid. You might believe this idea that you're not good enough. So that's the script that you need to transcend. And how do you do that? You know that by following the age-old sage advice of knowing thyself. You need to know thyself. So you need to introspect. You need to look within. You need to listen to that little voice within you that tells you the right path from the wrong path for you, that tells you what it is that you're created for. You need to look for that. You need to listen to that constantly. And even if you're misjudged for your inability to climb a tree while being a fish, if you know thyself, if you know who you are, it will not affect your ability to be fully expressed. It will not affect your courage, your stamina, your strength to be fully expressed. So whatever it takes, be yourself. Whatever you have to do, be yourself. Now, you may ask, yeah, this sounds all good, but if I'm completely myself and fully myself, they might think that I'm a crazy guy and they might put me in a mental institution or they might put me in jail. How can you realistically be very authentic, and fully expressed in a society that might judge you and misunderstand you? So you have to be careful, you may say. True. There's a concept called sublimation. Sublimation is this idea of being fully expressed, of being completely who you are in such a way that you are not considered a threat or a danger to society in any way, and therefore society accommodates your expression. Society acknowledges your expression. So you are yourself, but at the same time you've avoided danger. That's called sublimation. In other words, express it without fully or literally expressing it. So you are yourself, you've expressed the ideas, the thoughts, the perspectives that you would like to express as part of your life rhythm, but you haven't done it in such a way that is so disruptive that you put yourself at risk of being in danger. Actually, in Ethiopia, there's a long tradition of such practice, it's called samna work, in English wax and gold. Mota qaranio minnaw aytarras bare salay mettaw kaza azzi dras. This was said by someone during the time of Emperor Tewodros. Whoever said this, I'm sure, was fully satisfied with his ability to say or to express what he or she needed or felt like needed expression. At the same time, actually, the skill in which the expression was delivered might have been appreciated even by those who are responsible for any kind of atrocity that this particular genius was trying to express. Samna work, mota qaranio minnaw aytarras bare salay mettaw kazya azzi dras. This is sublimation. This is the way you describe. This is the way you express yourself in a very authentic manner without running the risk of being in danger. All right, everyone, this concludes our very basic introduction of African psychology. We've discussed interconnectedness, balance, harmony, affective epistemology, and authenticity. African psychology is under the umbrella of indigenous psychology, and indigenous psychology is a very vast and fascinating field of study. There's more to come as we explore different principles in indigenous psychology. Until next time, goodbye.
I believe it's important that we are always fully ourselves, even if it means we don't fit in with other people, because when we are not truly ourselves, it's impossible for us to be happy. It's impossible for us to be fulfilled. So when you're hanging with people that you really don't fit with and you get that feeling deep down, that's your inner self telling you you're not comfortable, which means you're not happy. So it's super important that we are always, always fully ourselves. Be true to you.
See, no one can tell you what a successful life is. No one can tell you what a great life is. And no one can tell you how to be happy or what you should or shouldn't be doing with your life. No one can. Because you are unique. What success is for another may not be success for you. What a great life is for another may not be so great for you. What lights up another may dim your light. The only way you can be happy in this life, the only way you can be successful is if you be you. Now listen, the only way to get the most out of this life is to follow your own path, to follow your intuition, to listen to your own heart. That's where the answers are. The answer to every question you need the answer for. So many people are unhappy in this world because they are living lives they don't want to live, so they can fit in, or maybe someone completely different from them gave them advice on how they should be living. You are unique. You must follow your unique path. Be yourself. Now, this doesn't mean there isn't useful information out there. There's so many great teachers to learn from. It simply means you only take what resonates with you. What you know will work for you. Get out of your head and get into your heart. Do the things that make you light up. Do the things that make you forget to check your phone. And more things that make you smile, and more things that make you laugh like a little kid. More of the things that make you proud to be you. Be brave. You only get one shot at this life, one opportunity to live fully, one opportunity to create some magic. It's okay to say no sometimes, to say no with passion, with authentic certainty, because you know what is best for you. Not everyone will get it. That's okay. The right people will walk the path with you, and most won't even be able to resist it, because someone who is genuinely and who is authentically loving life, doing exactly what they want to do, that person is infectious. Real passion is infectious. Wake up with passion every day. Wake up every single day and be no one, but fully 100% you.